harder than you might think. Especially when you get fucking assholes who, when I go up to them and tell them, like, hey, I need you to move to this line because there's no work here and there's way too much work on this wall.
Yeah.
Dipshits will fucking fight me and stand there for 10 minutes and sit there and argue with me about why they don't want to move to that wall. And it's just like, I don't care. Do your fucking job.
Bro.
And then my favorite one was when I didn't really ever experience this, but other PGs tended to. PGs didn't get a vest, so people wouldn't listen to them, and they would just be like, "You don't have a vest, I don't have to listen to you."
Yeah.
And it's just like, motherfucker, I'm carrying the laptop that I can tell a manager that you're being an asshole right now. Doesn't take a vest to do that.
I was just dumbfounded. I'm like, are you kidding me? I said this needed to be done 2.5 hours ago. I needed it done immediately after break. 2 hours later, it didn't get done. It got dwelled. I'm like, what in the actual fuck? And then we were looking at a trailer that had car parts in it. That's not for our building, but it had stuff that we can use for our building.
Mm-hmm.
And we walked on the trailer with Ricky and Dre, and Ricky was like, "Is it raining outside?" I said, "Yeah, it's supposed to rain the next 3 days too." And she's like, "Don't tell me that. I got stuff to do on my day off." And I'm like, mind you, she owns 120 acres, and she's a farmer outside of Amazon. And I looked at her, and I said, "Aren't you a farmer? You need rain." And Dre was like, "Oh shit, Alex just burned you." I'm like, hold up, that's not how I meant that. I'm just saying, like, rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey. Shrim's like, shit, takes his marker, drops it, and mic drop, holy shit. And Ricky was laughing her ass off, and she's like, just take the W, that was an amazing burn. And I'm like, okay, that's, I guess. And they were like, he's gonna fit in so well here. I'm like, oh, I feel welcome. It's my third day.
This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end. Give to the running back.
Oh, it was just funny. And then the best part was, Fred, we had like 40 pallets of like it's 40 pallets of vinegar that's sold in sets of two.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, for P2 we had 40 spots in the racking for pick. And I'm like, okay, and we have to downstack a row off of it because it's too tall, so it takes 3 pallets to make it one new one. So I said, let's pull 9 of these. That'll get us to 12. Let's stow 12 of these, and then the other 35 we can try to get like small flame in there to get our numbers up. We got that cleared out a little bit. I'm like, okay, let's get another 3 more. Let's get 4, and we'll make it 16. A fucking truck pulls in on a live load. That means I have 2 hours to unload it, and it's 28 pallets of vinegar.
Ugh.
So then we had to stop and take all that vinegar instead. And I'm mad. It was so bad.
Really important for a ranked team going into
I was like, well, so much for clearing all this vinegar. Back half has to deal with it since they left it for me. Fuck them.
Yes, reason to believe and don't give the fake.
Jesus Christ, my O-line parted the Red Sea, boys.
He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Oh, baby, a triple.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
2 run plays and a touchdown.
The Minnesota offense is
Oh, wait, this is a revenge game for me. Indiana beat me last year and pissed me off.
last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling.
Oh yeah, that was your game last year. That was basically the way the Rutgers game was for you.
Yeah, they scored
Last night.
they scored a touchdown with like 13 seconds left, and I couldn't. I knew it was the end of the game. I was like, there ain't no way.
Oh, Freddie, we're so close. It was so
Freddie,
close.
I know.
Close to that first down marker, but they stop him.
But yeah, Fred, it was freaking hilarious that after my third day, I'm getting annoyed with Stowe, and it was just something so simple. Oh, and the other part was that pissed off
There's
Ricky.
sometimes where the PAs or AMs will like be in a bad mood or something on like a random day or like a random time period, and before I used to be like, man, why you don't got to be like that around us? And it's like, but I've been there before. I've done PJ shit. I get it.
So
these fuckers are stupid.
we were well over head count, so we had to VTO. Our backlog at the beginning of the week was almost 400,000. We're down to under 100, or just a little over 100,000 now in backlog. Basically, we burned through a lot of our work. And during the thing, Ricky asked Carissa and Stowe hey, we need to get people to VTO. We were way over it. She started to laugh and said, well, I sent out messages and stuff, but they just want to stay and work, so we're going to... And then Ricky was like, no, they can't stay and work. You need to keep sending it out and go to each individual and ask if they want VTO. Well, my water spiders want VTO, but I have them on blacklist because I need them. Do you have people that can backfill? Yeah, I do. Then why haven't you VTO'd them?
Oh my god.
Dude, it's so bad. So bad, dude.
I don't even know who the Stowe AM is, but she sounds so fucking dumb.
Dude, she's like, Patrick Starr's a fucking genius, I think. Like, bro.
Damn.
I wonder if mayonnaise is an instrument now because of her. She's so bad, dude. So bad.
Like, I don't know nothing about inbound, especially not at this building. The only person I know in inbound is now you and Sierra.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Alex, is if I heard her job, it'd be going way better right now.
What's that?
So what I hear is, if I had this lady's job, it'd be going way better over there. Am I correct?
Bro, they can get a fucking quadriplegic to run her shit better, and they don't even do anything. Austin can probably do it. It's not hard.
Especially not AMs, dude.
No.
AM job is easy as fuck.
And then in the morning at the 7:45, we all got our asses ring meeting. Everybody had to do, except for me, because I don't have all my employees that I work with are all an indirect role, so they don't have rates or anything. Mm-hmm. Everybody had to do 5 engagements for, like, basically, hey, your rate's a little low, or you're doing something wrong. Basically, corrective action stuff in the moment. They were told to have 5 done before 10 o'clock. The Stowe manager got her 5th one in at 9:59 and was late to the meeting. Yeah.
How?
What?
Hold on. They had to have 5 of them done by what time?
So the meeting was from 7:45 to 8. So in 2 hours they had to do 5 dyers, which is what they call.
It took you 2 hours to talk to 5 people?
Yeah. And she did the 5th person at the absolute last minute.
Oh my god, I did more work than her as a fucking learning ambassador 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Christ.
Dude. Yeah. Because Ricky had
I trained a shit ton of people that year.
Ricky had her computer up with the numbers refreshed before the 10 o'clock meeting started. And then when they said, well, we got 15 dyers done, and Ricky's like, no, you don't. And then the PA's like, I have 5, the other girl has 5, and Carissa has 5, and Ricky's like, no, Carissa has 4. She does not have 5. But let me refresh to make sure. Refreshes, 9:59. Yeah, you got 5, and that's why you were late to the meeting. Bro, what? Huh?
Took 2 hours to talk to 5 people.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not even exaggerating when I say I kind of know what these kind of interactions are. It's quite literally just telling someone, "Hey, you need to change how you're doing stuff because your rate sucks."
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
good
else they're
scrub.
gonna write you up for it.
And then you document it as a
That's
tire.
all it is.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a
It took you
conversation.
2 hours to do that to 5 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the catch, it's Cross.
It's
Brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of
because I
touchdown.
talked to Ricky after the second meeting, and I was like,
Nice job in
I'm starting to see a trend on my third day, and this is, we're not done with my third day yet,
football.
but I can really see that Stowe gets on like under your skin, completely on your nerves. And she's like, well, at least you're observant and noticed it.
Dude, I should transfer to Stowe and just become a fucking god over there, because I would hit rates that they've never fucking seen before.
They have people over there stowing at like 30 units per hour,
Bruh.
and nothing's getting done about it.
I could sit in the bathroom for 45 minutes
When I
and
got
stow at a rate higher than that.
when I got trained to stow, it was 1 unit every 10 to 15 seconds, which is super easy to do. There is nothing difficult about it. It's
Especially
really,
when in stow, you're stowing multiple things into the same bin all the time.
yeah, and it's not like we're overstuffing bins at the time where they had no rates because you had to basically walk around and scan an item and look for a bin. No, it's not hard.
Get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage.
And Ricky told them that they need to stop hanging out at stand-up and they need to go stand where they're supposed to, and told them that they need to be in the whip areas, making sure that no one's cherry picking and everybody's doing, and you need to have their engagements and not sit there and not do it. It was stupid.
They also need to make sure to tell stowers to not block the entire fucking aisle with their carts.
Yeah, that's that too.
Holy shit, that drives me up a wall.
Yeah.
They don't even try to make a walkway for anybody else. They just turn that bitch diagonal to make sure that there is no one else coming through here.
I had a stower start yelling at me saying I can't get on that aisle, and I was in problem solve, and I'm like, you need to stop what you're doing, get back to stowing, because if you're gonna sit here and have this conversation with me, you're not gonna like the person you're gonna be talking to. And that person would have been Linda, because I would have.
Oh, Linda wouldn't have put up with none of that shit.
I would have explicitly asked for Linda to come because that conversation would be fucking hilarious.
Oh, that would have been so funny. I would have paid money to be a fly on the wall for that. Linda made an announcement this morning in Pick about how people are putting their totes on in the place where the conveyor's doubled up for where the totes kick out for stowers instead of like going up to the conveyor. I almost said something to Linda about how if you're going to ask for that, then maybe you should tell stowers to not block that area where we're supposed to put our totes on with a bunch of their carts and pallets and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they do that shit all the time too, and oh my god. It's like, bro, you do not need to have 6 carts lined up right here so that no one can walk through here, let alone put a tote on the line.
I just don't get it, man. I really don't. It's not hard work, and I don't understand why.
Dude,
Ricky was like, yeah, Carissa said to me after the meeting that all of her associates love her and stuff, and she just finds it hard that she has to, sit there and have conversations and write people up for rates
Your
and stuff.
job isn't to be their friend.
No, get this. Ricky said, well, if your connection questions were reflected on that, you would not be saying that. Bro, her connections are so fucking bad. Those stupid questions,
I can imagine.
Like those stupid little questions that we answer, I'm like, yeah, they don't actually mean shit. They don't check. Yeah, they do get checked. They are anonymous.
He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 30.
About time my quarterback shows up and makes a good pass.
This is the team, Alex. I had to literally go down to the wire.
I can't.
First down here for the offense.
Last year I went down to the wire
touchdowns.
and they scored a touchdown with like 13 seconds left in the game. I went up. I was about going to win. I was so excited, and then I lost. And I was very mad. I played anger. I wish I could go back and see the score that game.
Running back goes in
Speaking of, Alex, there was I was picking in low side flam today, and this was like around like 1 o'clock to 1:30, so this was not during a break time of any kind. Was it low side flam or arrow? But like the flam side of arrow. I can't remember which one it was, but the line kept stopping because the dipshit that was supposed to be pulling the stow totes off of the line kept walking away. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he was walking just all around the place. And there was a lot, there was like, the fucking totes were stopped and it was backed up like, I don't know how to describe how far it was backed up, but it was backed up beyond the incline to the previous area.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Get back here and take these totes off. Are you fucking stupid?
When that shit happens, Fred, I shit you not, I put it back on the conveyor belt and send it to Pick so Pick has to yell at it still.
And then what gets me, though, is when stuff like that happens and then Pick PAs will send us messages and be like, hey, put your totes on the line because Pack needs totes. And it's just like, it's not our fault that they're not getting totes right now.
Into threes, they want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down.
Sacrifice my quarterback. That's a touchdown. I will sacrifice my quarterback for a touchdown. I do not care.
A 1st down for the offense.
Yes, sir.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
But
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Dude, first period today, I was in multi-building zone all day today. First period today drove me nuts with how much I was going up and down the stairs.
well, that sucks.
I kid you not, I had so many times where it sent me upstairs, pick 1 item, go back downstairs, pick 2 items, go back upstairs, pick another couple totes, go back downstairs. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, that's annoying. That's
And
extremely
then,
annoying.
when I got back from first break today, I was up on the 2nd floor when I left for break, so I went back upstairs to start again. And for some reason, I didn't have any work when I signed in. So I had to go downstairs to Casey, told her I was out of work. I refreshed and I had work again. And then, so I went all the way downstairs for that, and then it told me to go back upstairs and all the way across to, like, P2, like, 201 or something. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's rough.
I'm surprised Adele didn't tell me, like, yo, you got like 20 minutes of TOT or something after you got back from break. And I was like, yeah, I had to walk 3 miles.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The give out of the gun. Discards a man. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the 3 tight ends in the
I
formation.
think though, boys, after we play this full game week, we only got 2 more games in the regular season.
The They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Running hard and getting
How
6
do
yards
people
out
come
to
up
the
with this?
26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on
Cool.
2nd and 4.
This is insane.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
I don't know if you saw the.
Looking for room
Obviously, I'm
at the
not
40.
asking Fred if you just watched the video, but just even saw the
I
thumbnail.
saw
what I
the
just sent
title
you.
of it, yeah.
Oh god.
Here's
Oh,
this
God.
offense with a fresh
With
set
me.
of downs.
It's literally 6 pushes to push your pestigore in range to on a
From the gun, they'll
2
give it
rushes
on the
score a
inside.
1-turn touchdown.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in
Is
on
it
midfield.
possible?
It's down at the
Yes.
And it's just
But there's a lot of bullshit you need to have happen.
Yeah.
your offense up in a good spot.
Am I gonna try it ever? Probably not.
So what you're saying is it possible? Yes. Is it practical? No.
The only time you would ever do it is in a situation where you only have 1 turn. In the scenario there, he had a touchback, so he got to place the ball wherever he wanted.
Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still, you cannot stop it.
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive
He's like,
lineman
oh, this is
because
much easier with
it
guard.
just
I'm like,
takes you
yeah, I
off. It
bet
gets in
it
your head.
is.
You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more
Also
guys
watched
stopping
today,
that run, not
on the
worrying about the pass
podcast I
so much.
watched, it was Nurgle versus Chaos Tours. And I'm like, these are probably 2 Fred's teams right here. Let's see who wins.
Quarterback takes a knee.
He forgot about, the guy playing Chaos Tours forgot about, disturbing presence. So he tried to make a pass,
Oh no.
and he was in range of 2 bloaters on the wrong spot.
Oh no.
Oddly enough, he managed to get an accurate pass with 6.
That's beyond shocking.
Give the coaching staff a ton of credit.
It's just,
God damn it, the Reds lost.
it didn't help that he was thrown to a bull centaur who already had a catch on a 4, plus with all the other disturbing presence.
Can't play better.
Nah, it's really
Right, I saw
What?
someone.
out, just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For just
What'd you say, Alex?
I saw a post today. It said, "Yay, the Reds are back above 500 again. Time to lose 5 in a row."
Yep.
And then they lost
Consistency
today.
is not the name of the game to the Reds.
Oh no, they're consistent. They get above 500, lose 5 in a row, then get back above 500, lose 5 in a row.
At least we're not the Rockies.
Yeah.
They have like what, 8, 9 wins maybe? I don't know if they won.
I
recently.
think they're 8 wins now. They're 30 games below 500.
Oh.
They're on pace to be worse than the White Sox were last year.
That's
I gotta go against number 10 Oklahoma now at Oklahoma.
that was perfect
Ugh.
time because I just got a stopping point.
So, if I win, it seems like I'm going to the conference championship. If I lose, I may have some help, because I would have a tiebreaker over Kansas State, but I just lost to Texas.
It'd be kind of cool if they do in one of the games. Like they'll tell you what high school they went to.
I guess that would be possible to do in the next game, considering
You're not-
since high school is going to be back in Road to Glory.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll use real high schools for that, though.
Nah.
I doubt
I think
they would.
Like in the Dynasty, it'll be kind of cool. Be like, oh, you get a right end from Pickerington Central or North or whatever. Kind of cool.
In the old game, what they would do is just they would have the name of a bunch of cities that you could choose from in each state, and you would pick what state you were from and what city you were from in that state, and you would just play it like whatever that city's name, high school. So if
Well,
you said
I'm-
you were from, like, if you said you were from Cleveland or something, you would play
Yeah.
at Cleveland High School or something.
Oh. Florida Atlantic's ranked.
Huh?
They're 18. I'm 17. USF is 16. There's 3 teams in my conference that are ranked.
Alex, Oregon jumped us for the 1 seed.
Of course I did.
You're the 2 seed now, and I'm the 3 seed. Why do I gotta be the seed that plays the winner of a matchup between 2 ACC teams? Can I play someone not in my conference for once?
No. Not allowed.
Well, why would you want that, Fred?
Yeah, why would you want that, Fred?
You should know how things work by now.
I played number 4 Miami.
Don't worry, I played 2-7 East Carolina, baby.
Is everybody live?
I was just getting an
I'm
idea.
still alive.
I'm not yet.
I know
I'm
you are,
doing
Alex.
recruiting.
Okay.
I have yours up, Alex, on my phone. I'm just waiting on Brian and Austin.
Had a student complain to me today because she had the our rules at our place is like they're not allowed to have their phones out. My rule basically is if you ask me and give me a valid reason, I'll permit you to do that. Well, she just blatantly in front of me as the bell rang just decided just to get on her phone and was just like looking through TikTok, and I just come over and hand it out. And she's like, but we're not doing anything. I'm like, doesn't matter. You had the audacity just to not even ask me. And this is also with the same person who, by the way, said, so she wanted to hang out with her cheerleading coach who was also substitute teaching the elementary that day. She was already told by the principal no because she already has the stuff. And she literally said, and I quote, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it anyway.
That's funny.
So how the fuck is East Carolina 2-7 and they're an 85 overall?
I'm like, so let me get this straight. You're going to do something when someone told you no, and you're just like, nah, it doesn't matter.
So you might have to try going live again because I don't think I got a notification for it.
Who, me? Oh, no, not
Austin.
me. Okay.
Yeah, your channel doesn't say you're live. Sorry, I got sacked by a dude named RJ Godlevesky.
Oh my gosh.
Bless you.
All right, so that drive was a run by my quarterback, and then a sack, and then a pass thrown by my quarterback that went about 30 yards too far in front of the receiver. Good start, guys. Doing real well against number 4 Miami.
Ohio State was a full game? No, this was a full game? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a full game.
Oh, I better change that then. For some reason I thought it was next week.
That's all.
Brian, are you live?
Give me one moment.
God, dude.
I now am.
So confused on why East Carolina is 2-7 and they're an 85 overall. I just hit 81 this season. I'm 7-2.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. What a game.
At least today was my last regular day with high school students, because starting tomorrow for the rest of the week it's finals, so they don't have regular classes.
To be able to get out and tell about it.
Which thank God, because there is like a handful of them that are not coming back next year. I'm like, thank God, good riddance.
This feels like a very strange sentence for me to say, but unranked Florida State upsets number 11 Boston College.
Oh,
Just flip those teams around and we make sense.
I mean, I don't know, this past season it would make perfect sense. Also, what
I
the
don't know
heck,
about that. I don't think
Oklahoma?
Boston College was anything close to being good enough to be ranked number 11.
No, but the part about Florida State being unranked.
alright.
Yeah.
That's gonna be that kind of game.
Why is there a Buckeye running wide open with no one even in the same zip code as him?
Because it took him 11 seconds to score a touchdown off the kickoff.
Oh.
I just had, my slot receiver wide open. What the heck, Oklahoma?
It's been a while since Oklahoma's been known for their defense.
I beat them
I know,
for
but they're
guess ever
7-2 right now and ranked number 10 in the nation.
I guess ever since Lincoln Riley left, their new head coach is a defensive guy. But
I beat the
Oklahoma's
brakes off
also been
Oklahoma.
significantly worse since he left, so
About to say, well, it's going to take
Tackle, oh
some
my God, dude.
time to establish your culture too when it comes to college coaches.
yeah, and moving into the SEC isn't exactly a great
No.
move for that.
No.
Roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's gonna have to make plays.
God, dude. Fucking tackle him.
It's a little bit of a difference in competition between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
And obviously this
Excuse me, dude. Player, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You gotta finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity, put together a 100-yard.
Turned around and didn't even go for the ball. You just turned around and looked at the ball, watch him caught it.
Really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
I don't think going behind him and trying to catch the fucking ball is gonna do shit, dude. God.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25.
Hey, thanks for pushing me into the end zone there, Miami.
Whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season in the first part of the season? Now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation.
Some point this week I gotta do, almost said laundry because I said that so often. No,
God.
I gotta go to my parents to get my oil changed. And then Amber at some point wants to go see the new Lilo and Stitch movie. She's randomly came to me and she's like, "Can we go see that, please?" I'm like, "Okay."
Tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend.
And the pressure
Yeah. It's blockbuster summer in this household. I've already bought my tickets for Lilo and
God,
Stitch,
fuck my team, dude.
How to Train Your Dragon, Jurassic Park, and I'm probably gonna buy the tickets to see Formula One here soon. Oh no, the Formula One new tickets aren't out yet. I have them waiting for them to come out, and then I'll buy them.
This defense has been doing it all year long.
The hand to the running back.
So far this game's pretty much going how I expected on defense, which is I can't stop them.
Not bad.
Hold on, what was that? What?
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reed.
He wants to go deep.
What? What just happened in my game?
Trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Buckeyes.
Fred, I was like, who's this quarterback throwing the ball to? And then all of a sudden, like, oh, there's a receiver just coming out of nowhere, wide open. He didn't catch it. He just didn't try to catch it. Huh? What?
Is there
Brian
anyone
Hartline,
watching
right?
my...
Brian Hartline is on the
I saw
sideline.
that I saw that live, Brian.
I'm looking at the replay right now.
Where is Blood looking? That defender's looking at the cheerleader over there.
Was he making fun of the crowd?
There is nothing over on that sideline that is that important, my guy.
Yeah, there is. He's over there taunting fans and then gets beat.
Unless he sees like a female fan or something, I don't know where he's looking.
The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll pull it down.
Oh my fucking god.
Big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Oh yeah, as far as moving goes next week, I'm not off Friday, but I am at the very least working only until like 10:45.
Okay.
So.
They stop him just a little short of the first, and man,
Brian, I don't know if your dad said something about getting that Saturday off work to be able to help out with his truck. I don't know if he ever did get that day off or not, but
I'll have to double check with him because I think he just figured out what he's doing this week as far as his work schedule.
Brian, what's your dad do again?
He is the general manager at an Advanced Auto Parts.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. He's been a general manager for, I don't know, years at this point.
So has he started secretly making Iron Man Mark 1 suit in the back of his garage? With all the car parts?
Yes, that's what Advanced Auto Part employees do.
I don't know, Fred. They're going to be giving me a car part or two a month without noticing. Just build Iron Man Mark 1 suit.
That's the...
Tony Stark was able to build it in a cage! A cage!
Well, Alex, that's like the song
Scraps!
Johnny Cash Cage.
Yeah.
I mean, this...
Where he sneaks out parts of a Ford truck or whatever to build his own.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I can't believe bro thought he could out-aura Tony Stark when his first name is Obadiah.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know how much you know about cars, Alex, but he owns a 84 Supra that he's put like a lot of new parts and money into to keep it running.
He owns a Supra?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was first my grandfather's, and then of course when he wasn't able to drive it anymore,
Was it
my dad.
Was it an import or did he buy it? They just get it from from a car lot. I guess that's the right word I'm looking for.
I want to say it was from a car lot, but I'll have to double check. I'm not sure. It would have been years ago.
Okay. Because for a while you could get them in America, and then they stopped, and you can only get them imported. And now they started pseudo bringing them back, but I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, I mean, they just started reselling them. I think they stopped selling them at all in, like, what, 87, I think it was, or something like that. It was a few years after. And then just, like, in the past year or two, they started coming out with new models.
Yeah, it was, they stopped bringing in Supras and Skyline, and Nissan Skylines. Both of those were, like, you had to, like, there was a waiting period before you can even bring them to the U.S.
Yeah.
After a certain year. I think Skyline's waiting period ended within the past 5 years. So now you can get from the 1990s Nissan Skylines imported.
Jeez, Fred.
Stop him.
I like how your defense got ready on the hurry up before Miami did.
I know.
And they got a sack. They lost, what, 12 yards?
Yeah. I was gonna say, at the end of the first quarter, I held Miami to like 6 total yards. The problem was their defensive line is a problem for me.
Oh, I imagine.
I've been sacked so many times, and I had negative rushing yards to end the first quarter.
Right now shocked how this game is going for me against Oklahoma right now. I got really lucky, so that second touchdown I got because Oklahoma's QB threw a pick six.
God.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against.
I'm not sure if that's the coverage you want to throw wide receiver screens. Bro, he's fucking wide open. The fuck you talking about? Tell me I don't know my coverage.
It's hard to run that against press coverage, and the only
Oh, I also didn't tell you guys this. So I went to a one of my students' grad parties, and I saw another one there, and he goes, "Mr. Trogus, did I give you a invite?" And I go, "No."
Off the play fake on first down.
And he goes, "Oh, I meant to. Well, I don't have any, but I can tell you where and when it is." I'm like, "That'd be helpful. I'll put it in my calendar right now."
Brian, that's when you're supposed to, and you think I want to come.
I don't want to come now.
It's bold of you to assume I want to come to your graduation, you idiot.
Numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Also found out, apparently one of the seniors, he has an older brother who graduated the very first year I got there. He apparently plays D&D with my sister and brother-in-law right now.
That's wild.
Hold up.
Yep. Because he literally looked at my sister at one point, he goes, "Mr. Trogus is your brother?" What's funny is I never had him in class. It's just, I was there that one year and he just knew what my name was.
Fred, I got tackled for a loss of yards by a guy named Jeff Wedgie. It's on my stream.
I just saw it.
My name's Jeff. His last name was Wedgie.
I forgot to ask Fred, did you see the text I sent a few days ago of the trade I made in my Dynasty Fantasy League?
I don't think you ever sent me the details of it. I just saw that you
Tackle
said
him! You fucking
you were
asshole!
trading up and then trading back, but I don't know what you
Okay.
got like in return or anything.
So, I was originally the 7th pick, traded up to the 5th pick, and then finally traded back down to the 9th. So what eventually happened is, I end up dropping...
Fucking tackle him.
Did you get Cam Scatterbo or something? I'm trying to hear you, but I can't.
No, I got the Packers receiver, that the receiver the Packers drafted, I forget.
Oh, yeah, Golden.
Matthew Golden.
Yeah. I could have got Emeka Ibuka, but I didn't think he was going to do that much within his first year just because of the receiving room. I got that. I did lose 2 second-round picks, but they were later second-round picks. It was like the 9th and the 12th, which there's only 12 people in our league. But I did get Joe Mixon.
We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
So net gain, dropped net 2 spots down, lost 2 second-round picks, but got Joe Mixon, and still had a first-round pick.
Went from 2nd and 11 to now they're 3rd and 24.
So was that an awful way to do trading? Was it okay?
No, that's not an awful way to do trading, especially because you got a veteran running back out of it and don't need to worry as much about drafting one later, because I mean a lot more running backs went in the first round in your draft than I would have expected. I didn't think Judkins would be gone in the first round, but
oh no, Judkins was gone like the 4th pick, and then Henderson went 5th. The guy that traded with me to go up got him then.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that.
We did not have, no one took a quarterback till like I think the 4th pick in the 2nd round. I'll have to even check even if someone is even taking Shadur at all.
I doubt it.
Probably not. He's QB4 on that team.
It's kind of hard to pick a quarterback on the Browns roster considering we have no fucking idea who's starting. I assume it's going to be Kenny Pickett, but
Oh yeah, he's on that team now.
Well, I mean, once you get to the 3rd and 4th round, this thing is kind of like, you're just drafting the guys and hoping they do anything in their career.
what running backs are still available for you if you wanted to take one?
I think I traded away all my stuff because there was like literally nothing left. I will double check right now though. So like, I'll tell you all the running backs that were taken. Genty, Hampton, Judkins, Henderson, Caleb Johnson, R.J. Harvey, Cam Scadaboo in the second round, Jaden Blue, Bashal Tutton, Dylan Sampson, Devin Neal, that's the guy I wanted, Trevor Etienne, Ollie Gordon, DJ Giddens, Jordan James, Jarquez Hunter. So the last 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's a lot more running backs than I would have expected people to go after.
The last 5 picks straight have been all running backs.
There's a lot of names that you said that I would not have expected people to have drafted.
Yeah, so the board that looks like right now, it's like no more rookies are being mentioned. That's basically how it is.
I really want to do a Dynasty League.
So do I.
Just need to find a bunch of people to do one with.
Well, let's see. Me, you, Brian, Austin, Amber, Jenna. There's 6. Is that enough?
I really doubt Amber and Jenna. Well, I guess Jenna might.
Amber's not.
God.
I will tell you right now, dude.
Well, you know what, Brian? You make her do it, because you're the man. You want in the men's chat? Do it.
I could possibly see if any of my buddies from college would want to do a second one.
Yeah, Wellman and Josh. Alright, there we go.
I could ask even more from that group that's currently doing one. A couple of guys you wouldn't... The league commissioner of the one we do, his name's also Brian. I bet he would be excited to possibly do a different one. But I don't know.
I love you, Fred. Oh, Brian lost his invitation to the men's chat.
God, dude.
I figure you guys are laughing at something at my expense.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Guys.
Ohio State anywhere on the football field. Alright, we can get through. Ohio State on the goal line. The fuck are we playing against? The Great Wall of China? I can't score on the goal line on Ohio State. I'm not going for it a second time.
Tomorrow, Amber and I gotta go to the, back to Columbus to get our marriage license finalized and everything. And then she has to worry about getting, like, her name legally changed and everything else that accompanies that.
Oh, that's super easy. You just go to Social Security. There's a Social Security office in Worthington. That's what Jen and I went to, and it was very easy. You just gotta bring your marriage certificate and... I forget what else. It's a marriage certificate, birth certificate? You might have to look up what you need. It's been so long since Jen and I did it. I know when if you guys want to get her passport, she will need her marriage certificate and birth certificate.
Okay. We'll have to look, because I don't even have a passport, so...
Yeah.
Jeez, my air conditioning unit is so freaking loud.
At least you have an air conditioning unit.
God, dude.
Yes.
Oh my god, damn, I fucking murdered that quarterback. So, and he's gonna do the fucking gritty. Straight up targeted the OSU quarterback and hits him with a weird gritty. Bro, Fred, if you're watching this replay, god damn. Let me pull it up in highlights. Not highlights.
Replay?
That's replay area. I don't want to call timeout. Accidentally. Call timeout.
I'm so sad I missed it.
Maybe he didn't target the QB. No, maybe he did. Lowering the helmet. Yeah.
Doing?
Yeah, he straight up targeted the QB.
He was so fucking good.
Doink.
So jealous.
Look at that headbend too. Oh, he broke his neck. For the love of God, the High State quarterback's dead.
Dude, you had that in your hands. My God.
Someone get the ambulance.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again.
Oh my God, that should have been a pick.
The gift to the back. Running with power. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen,
Ow.
is about energy. It's about passion.
That should have been pass interference if anything, and he still caught it.
Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles.
I couldn't even see what it said.
Fred, tell her Jenna does it. And she loves it. And she trash talks people.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down.
It makes her love football.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight.
I'm kind of pissed because I got a pick, but it didn't count as a pick because I was in the back of the end zone. And the guy tackled me out of bounds before I landed.
I mean, that's the rules.
Well, no, I'm just saying, I'm pissed. Like,
Confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion.
What the fuck happened, Fred?
Week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team.
And he makes
Fred, I think your mic got muted.
And they'll finally
Fred's in there just
How
yelling.
did it get muted? I didn't push it!
I was wondering why it was so fucking quiet.
I heard him yell in the room. I was like, Fred, your mic's muted.
That's funny.
They ran a speed option, and instead of me going to tackle one of them, I went in between them right when he pitched it, so he pitched it into my guy, and then it fell to the ground, and 2 of my guys went to go pick it up off the ground, and they missed.
I saw the very tail end of that. I was like, how the fuck did that happen?
At least your defending player or whoever was supposed to pick it up didn't bicycle kick it to a different player. Happened to me last game. And I said, I swear to God, if I lose because of this, and I kid you not, that was the game where me and I forget who the fuck I played went on a shootout.
Where are you throwing that, quarterback?
My defensive
So that
back
blade of grass.
literally, so the quarterback threw the ball to the receiver. My player stopped, waited for him to catch it, then tackle him.
Also, can we rename the field in Ohio State? Why is it Safe Light Field?
I don't know.
Just
No one calls it that.
No.
Safe Light paid a bunch of money to.
Oh yeah, I know they
call that.
did, but we couldn't find. It's Saving Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. That's cool. Safe Light Field.
I mean, I guess we already have the athletic centers named after Woody Hayes, so.
It should be. I mean, yeah, call it Woody Hayes. You can call it should be called something.
I don't really want to name it after Urban Meyer, but
No.
Bought after Archie Griffin.
Oh, hey, is this what Amber said, Fred?
yeah, I just saw that.
Oh my God, dude, block him! You guys are.
She said she actually hates Brian's guts and
Yeah.
is a little annoyed that he's not in this
Okay.
chat because he's not a man. That's
No,
crazy.
I know that's not what she said because I'm literally looking at the chat as she has it open. You doofuses.
You gotta read between the lines, Brian.
Yeah, it's in the fine print.
I hate all of you. My defense is just out there for decoration at this point. I was leading 17-0 at one point.
My
The only
defense.
thing I'm mad at is that I had the facade of actually winning this game.
My defense is like the cornerback. It's Stephon Diggs. He's related to him. The defensive back that played for Dallas.
Trayvon Diggs?
Or Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs, yeah. My defense is equivalent to him. Either they're gonna get interceptions or just get burnt.
There's no in between.
Nope.
Is there really any point for me to try even run more plays? Because I'm just either going to throw a pick, get sacked, or fumble the football.
Fred, I feel like I'm a NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV salesman right now.
I know, you said that like you were advertising. I was like,
I was trying to figure out how I can add the TMs, but I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, were you advertising to Amber about?
Yeah.
Oh. For the low price of
$3 billion for the Sunday Ticket total costs.
East Carolina. So when it's 3rd and 1, you do a hurry up offense to a screen pass. You're not supposed to go back 7 yards.
Yo, Miami. I don't think that you're supposed to leave that guy in his own fucking zip code.
Can we get like better like
formation for you, Oklahoma?
Can we get better CPU for like punt blocking in this damn game?
Why would you do that?
I don't
Oklahoma
know.
just gave me the lead before halftime.
He's gonna pass. He looks that one in nicely. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ready to fire from the pistol. On 2nd down, he's looking.
We should tell her Jenna's won the league a couple times. It's alright, our first year we had a tie. Like, we had a tie. It was stupid.
That's still insane.
Yeah, I know.
All I know is, I remember one year my dad won it.
It still makes me
I
sour.
won it the year we put money on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
It still makes me so mad that we had a tie.
I think my...
If I remember correctly, didn't I win this past season?
I honestly don't remember. I have to open, yeah.
I think my dad won it the first year we did it, and then I think Jenna, then Fred, and Brian.
I sarcastically talked mad shit before the season even started, and then I proceeded to have one of the worst teams in the entire league this year.
I remember that.
Bro, I had an insanely good team. I had an insanely good team. And guess what happened?
What?
The Jets
I had a really good team.
Breece Hall wasn't the best quarterback. Was not that good this year. I took him, I think, 2nd or 3rd. Or 3rd or 4th pick.
He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat.
I just mossed that dude. You got mossed by Eeps.
So, the quarterback Oklahoma has, he's talented, but he'll make some bonehead decisions. I just got a 2nd pick off of him.
So he's Cam Ward.
I was just about to try. I was trying to figure out a quarterback that was. I mean,
very talented player, but makes some decisions that make you think, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
That's
Dude, I
probably
had come
the
so
best
close to
comparison.
blocking 3 punts. Sorry.
Probably the best comparison, Fred.
I don't know the turnover. Like, I don't know how. I didn't really watch much Alabama this year. I don't know how well Jalen Milroe did. I was gonna say him. I know he's pretty talented.
Jalen Milroe's entire game this past season was either take off with his legs or chuck it deep to Ryan Williams.
I know. I knew we were recruiting. He was like a 4 or 5 star.
I think he was a 4-star.
Okay. I know he was pretty talented.
He was a Saban recruit.
Yeah.
Entertaining first half than you. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide
I don't know who the starter's going to be for Alabama this year.
I know one of the quarterbacks that played when I think Jalen Milroe got hurt.
I can tell you who it could have been, but it won't. It was going to be Julian Sand.
Yeah.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Minnesota has
Well,
it back in the
Nick Saban's retirement was our benefit, so.
Yeah, we got 2 hella good players out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take an easy Caleb Downs. Not to mention he committed to Ohio State on my birthday that year.
Oh, Fred, greatest birthday of all time, except for, is it something leak on that day or no?
What's that?
Did something leak on that day or no?
I don't remember. It probably did, because that was 2 years ago.
Dishwasher? No.
That would have been the year that the washer hose came out.
Yep.
I know it wasn't on your birthday, but I think it was around this. Like, it was a couple, same week or the week after, or something like that. It was pretty close.
No, it happened on his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
The washer?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
We've had 2 water-related incidents that happened, and they always happened on my birthday.
Yep. The one that the first one that happened was crazy.
Yeah, and it was like nothing we could have done about it either. Like, the washer one might have been someone's fault, because, like, they just didn't put the hose back in properly. That one was just like, what were you doing in that bathtub, child?
Yeah, I remember that, because I forget, I don't know if I was at work. No, I was at my parents' house, because it was like, I got off work at, like, midnight that night.
Yeah.
And you called me.
I called you really late at night and told you what happened, and you're like, huh?
Well, I was getting a call because me and my dad were watching TV at night right before he was getting ready to go to bed, and I just go, Brett calling me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Of course, I didn't say that because
yeah.
I still remember 2 things. One was the fact that I called into work, said I'd be in late, and then I came into work and my students were having. I'm like, some idiot flooded my apartment last night. And then the second thing that happened, or I remember that. So, you remember the crew that was over next door backing him up all the water, Fred?
Yeah.
Remember when you were like, you wanted to talk to the people to see what happened, and they said they were asleep, and you were like, how the hell are they asleep with all that vacuum?
Yeah, they just went to bed after that happened while those people were downstairs. Like, how the fuck are you asleep right now? Your apartment is underwater!
You'd be sleeping with the fishies.
I thought it was hilarious when we discovered it too, because you and I were playing college football downstairs on NCAA 14, and I think you got up to go get something, and you stepped in a puddle in the living room, and you were like, "What the fuck?" And then we turned the light on, and there was just water pouring in from underneath the wall.
We were trying to figure out for the longest time, like, where is this coming from?
Yeah, we thought like something happened at the bathroom downstairs, like the toilet flooded or something.
That or
but
the
then
sink.
we're like, nah, that's too much water.
Well, that and like there was the space underneath the sink was dry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Troy is 25.
He was looking for some
Ranking
running room,
using
and
me.
not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Buckeyes roll that offense back out.
Got 3 teams from American ranked in the top 25.
Very normal.
Yeah, Troy ranked 25.
Oh no, that's American. Almost.
Actually, Austin, to be fair, in real life there was 3 ranked American teams this past season.
I know it was what?
It was Army, Navy, and Tulane.
Oh, that's right. They're in the American. No.
In real life, they're in the American. In this one, they're in the military.
Yeah, I was like, I keep forgetting that. I forgot they in the American now.
Except for Air Force, which I believe you still kept in the Mountain West, right?
No, they're independent.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there.
This offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
oh, catch it again.
Oklahoma is beating me with their running game
Again.
of all things.
My defense, what the fuck? The last 4 possessions. or 4 or 5 possessions, there's been 3 interceptions and 1 touchdown against my defense.
Slipped through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped.
That one possession that was neither was an incomplete pass for the halftime.
Well, it seems that all of us, I think I have the most exciting game happening right now.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football.
I thought mine would be a lot closer, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought Alex's game would also be closer.
Ohio State's surprisingly bad.
California's up beating UCLA 37-7 right now in their game.
Even if they weren't great, I thought
number
at least the home field advantage would affect you more.
It did.
Number
until I
6
started pulling
Washington
away.
is beating number 1 Oregon.
Alex, you said it did till what?
It did for a little bit. Oh my god. My quarterback just fumbled. The stadium pulse was insanely high until I started pulling away.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, dude, get the fucking block.
They bring him down, and he's going to on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today.
Because I think their stadium pulse is 23, 24, 25.
Run against this defense that's
Oh.
been run on a lot, and
Yeah.
this offense just can't
That's
keep
nothing.
up.
When I played Florida for my first game, it was number 1.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
In fairness to you, when I put that on your schedule, I had no way of knowing that Florida was the number 1 stadium pulse.
I hope they bring that back in the next game too, when it has a tab for toughest places to play.
Yeah.
A little screen to the running back.
Yeah, that was actually a nice touch.
What a good job by that front wall of
Honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think it could be stronger.
the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10.
Wait, are you talking
If
about?
they really wanted to make like the difficulty playing on the road like something for real,
Picked off.
like stadium pulse could affect you even more than what it does.
Fred, to be fair, you haven't played on Heisman, and I've seen Heisman like stadium pulses, and dude, they're insane. Like they're impossible to play on.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Especially Penn State, I know that one for a fact.
Yeah.
Remains in the gargantuan category.
But I think they should like intensify them regardless of the difficulty you're playing.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game.
Also, they should add, like, if your team's getting blown out, that the stadium should just start progressively getting emptier and emptier.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think one of the biggest things that they could add though is the time of day changing as the game progresses.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
From what I've
that
heard-
was something in the old game.
Dynamic weather.
Yeah. From what I heard, I think they actually confirmed that actually is coming in the next game. If I'm not mistaken.
Nothing's been confirmed. That's the problem.
The only thing that's been confirmed is
There's a game.
I guess nothing. I guess this hasn't even been confirmed, but like it's extremely likely that high school is in Road to Glory.
Way to the sticks from here.
We just know there's a game. That's all that we know.
Well, let's
Yeah.
put it this way. From what I heard, that people were saying that
Out on the screen.
it is rumored and highly likely that dynamic weather is going
And
to.
they finally get him down, but not before
Guys, he shouldn't be getting that much yards on the ground as
EA
a quarterback.
Sports is holding all the cards for this game after all the leaks that happened last year.
I just don't understand how EA has the audacity to shove the CFB and Madden bundle in my face when they have told us literally nothing about either game.
I won't buy Madden until A, it's either free for me on EA Play or I get it at Costco for $15.
You know what they should do?
to the ground with the back.
You would
Run up the middle is
was it Advanced Warfare did with COD 4?
that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting
Buy NCAA and get Madden for free.
all the holes. Nowhere to
He
And people just literally buy because I remember a lot of people were buying Advanced Warfare just to get COD 4 remastered.
It wasn't Advanced Warfare,
Oh, yeah.
it was Infinite Warfare, but I
was
know
one-
what you're going for.
It was one of those I forget because I didn't play it. That's why.
Yeah, I played Advanced Warfare. I think we all did, but I did
Oh,
not
that's
play
right.
Infinite Warfare.
My enemy sacked me 8 times.
Advanced Warfare
And
is
you're
the one
up
with
31 to
Kevin Spacey.
17.
Yes.
I bought Infinite Warfare just for COD 4. It
Yeah.
was awesome.
God damn, that was almost number 9.
Just makes life so much easier easier for his quarterback.
I got 3 picks on East Carolina.
Trying to get it himself. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down.
My cornerback got 2 of the 3 picks. Or one cornerback.
This guy's top 10 in the nation.
Garrett Bradbury.
And that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. As they get set to snap.
Why is he open?
14, by the way.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for...
Oh my gosh, I had a QB spy. Unfortunately, he's too freaking slow.
Second down here as they go back to work.
Thanks, secondary. Appreciate that.
What's the score right now of your game, Fred?
Well, Miami just scored a long touchdown, so it's 34-24 now, with 3 minutes left in the fourth.
Gosh, my defense has really let me down.
My defense has let me down every year with this team.
It's literally basically doing what Austin describes his does. It's either pick or just roll out the welcome mat for Oklahoma. Because now I'm only leading by 3.
My defense, as of right now, after this game I just sent, my defense has allowed 2,788 passing yards on them, with the 4th most in our dynasty. My defense has only allowed 581 rushing yards. That tells me anything.
This guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
I've allowed the least amount of rushing yards out of all the teams, but the 4th most passing yards.
They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy.
Golly, why on earth was I already being hit?
Do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Thanks, running back.
For a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Man, what a career with that carry. He's now over 4,000 yards.
And he's made this coaching staff look really smart, David, throughout his career, hasn't he?
Oh, I didn't see him at all.
They try to stop this guy. They're never able to get it done. 4,000 is a ton.
That's crazy, and I like what you said, week in, week out. You know what else you got to have? You got to have some
one first
durability.
down should be good.
In the lineup almost every single week, you hand him the football, you get the production.
I won 34-24.
Well, that's an easy touchdown. Why is it always cover 4? I have people getting beat deep.
I feel that, especially because that's what cover 4 is supposed to be against. like
it has a weakness. Throw underneath, and there's not really anything a defense can do about it. But its strength is, yeah, but its strength is supposed to be you cannot pass deep on me. Yet not every single time, but it seems like almost half, not quite half, but almost half of everything that happens, it's always something else, and it really pisses me off.
It feels like the logic for one of the safeties on cover 4 is doesn't work right or something.
Yep. It's exactly. It's always usually my strong safety. Where? Oh, hold on. Where are you throwing that?
I saw where the meter was where you were trying to throw that. Brother, that was in... He threw that to a different time zone.
Oh, so you saw who I was trying to aim at, right?
Yeah.
That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future. But
think my quarterback is the most average quarterback I've seen.
He makes the connection. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got
Alright,
room to
I
run.
just wanted to make sure all of you saw that. Or at least...
Man, that's one of those where you just
Oh my gosh.
a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate. Not able to
I should have
land on it.
kept
Man,
that
you just
one.
get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
The junior or three-star
To the air on first down.
scrambling quarterback with star development,
Using the quick game.
86 or 84 speed.
Shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
His capture,
Man
oh
down
my,
on the play
like,
as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
pretty good.
A little short of the sticks. It's second down.
Bro, catch the ball.
Is that a guy you recruited, Austin?
Oh,
He's looking to throw.
he's a junior right now.
No.
So no. Because this is only your second year at Memphis.
Yeah.
Unless you got him in the transfer portal.
Thank you.
Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bargava. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Wish you told me.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this
Austin, you're now projected the Liberty Bowl against Houston.
Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably
So if I win out,
not free for a fumble.
I'll make my conference championship.
They'll snap it from the gun.
Brian, you're
Alright.
projected the Independence Bowl against Wisconsin.
It's just a sideline clinic.
Good news is I got the touchdown. Bad news is there's just way still too much time on the clock for me to feel good about it.
Oh, look, Purdue's projected to get into a bowl game against an SEC team that's probably way better than they are.
Florida?
Yeah.
Let me see your comment.
Why?
Let me see it. I was gonna say
It's just one of those days, man, where everything is gone wrong, right?
I just
I
literally.
don't know, Fred. Let's see.
They haven't got it going.
Florida's losses were to South Carolina, Arkansas, and
I just realized.
Auburn. Arkansas was 3-6 when they lost to them. Or they were technically being. It would have been 2-6.
How is UCF falling off to going 5-4? What the fuck, guys?
Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, this distance
You
makes
can
that
do that
angle not quite
yourself.
so severe.
I'm gonna look and see if anybody's lost to it.
Cut into the deficit. They sort of
FCS school.
microscopically, edged off the deficit. Still a mountain.
God, there's so many good players that I recruited to UCF, and they're being wasted by going 5-4 this year.
Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're in
God,
command
this
of
team looks
game
really
now.
good.
See if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy
Oh.
with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it, keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to
Oh my gosh, we
getting the game late,
forced him to
getting
fourth
up,
down.
beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defensive
I wish I
job to
would have
stop.
stayed long enough to play with this running back.
Gonna look for a man on third and short.
Their running back is a guy I recruited at UCF. He's a
We stopped him on
90,
fourth down, boys!
When you have the better
96 speed power back.
Don't fool
Damn.
around with them. Go out and play to a standard.
He's a 92 overall with 99
super-
change of direction.
Oh.
Get
you know what it
super
reminds me of?
amped and
He
Fred
has,
just like, oh,
he
that's
has
fine.
shifty,
Anyway.
Fred, he would have shifty, and which is one of the OP running back ones.
It's not
Or do you know what
about
that reminded me of?
CEOs, it's the Jimmies and the
Timmy
Joes.
Smoker.
This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it should
Yeah, he has gold shifty, Alex.
Damn.
Damn. He has gold shifty, bronze sidestep, and bronze 360. He's also an elusive back. I thought he was a power back, but
Having shifty is so good.
yeah.
Georgia State beat an FCS school 24-12. That's their only win, by the way.
Florida State?
No, Georgia State.
Oh.
That's very different.
They have 399 speed wide receivers.
And they're 5-4.
UCF.
Oh.
How are you 5-4? How? Oh my god, they have two more that don't even start.
Hey, you guys want to hear something really funny? Iowa is 1-9. Their one win is against an FCS school. They won 27-0. Such an Iowa thing to do.
Dude, UCF has a right guard named Richard Pope.
Oh.
If you nickname him, his name is Dick Pope.
I love Dick
You're
Pope.
not wrong.
Dick Pope is awesome. Dick Pope. Dick Pope.
Also, I heard today some it was the last, as I mentioned, the last day we had with students, at least regular schedule wise, and one of my coworkers asked them, like, you know, who's going to be this in your class and this and this. She asked them, like, wants to have the most kids, and the girl said 15.
Excuse me?
I literally was coming outside from helping students clean their lockers out. I come in, I hear that.
So Austin. Oh, you're right. Because Austin's worst enemy is colorblindness. That's pretty good. Hold up. Freddie had a girlfriend at CMH1? I didn't. I did not know that. Mhm. Yeah. Wow, that's great. Well, fuck her then. Wow.
If
I
one of
gotta
you
kick
guys
him.
really wants to try and steal a fullback from me,
Oh yes, fullback, must have.
he's already in his top 5 anyway, so.
Alright. I'm gonna be getting off, boys. It's been fun.
Boo. Boo this man.
Yeah.
Boo. Boo.
Time for this old man to retire.
You retire.
We got. It's not like we have any more full games left.
Got a point, you know.
Yeah, but I need my sleep, and I got a lot of papers to grade tomorrow.
With no students. Damn. So hard.
I still may have to proctor exams. No, we still have students tomorrow through Friday. It's just for exams.
Hey Fred.
Hmm.
I wonder if Amber smells that.
So are you going to be the one to send that or not?
Yeah, Fred, you want something funny? It's already got my phone in my hand.
Hey, Austin.
Yeah.
I like how there's 2 teams from your conference now projected in the playoff bracket.
Oh no, I lost to USF, and I still have to play Florida Atlantic my last game. A night game? Nope. Yo, I kind of like the design. I kind of like the design of Memphis Stadium.
Not I'm here in here. This goddamn fucking. I need to turn off autocorrect so bad.
I'm telling you, man, it's life changing.
Yeah.
Oh, for I know, especially in Warzone, Alex, there's a new setting that PlayStation just added to their with an update where you can like enhance certain audio cues. No, I'm just gonna run the ball. Florida.
Fred. Just do it. What do you mean?
Thanks for not guarding him, or thanks for not helping him with safety. What the fuck happened?
I'll go ahead and play this game because it's only a half game.
I am winning 13-10, and I have not kicked any field goals, by the way.
Did you miss an extra point?
Apparently.
Holy shit, Fred, it's snowing in Minnesota.
Wow.
Can't do that.
It
Not
is.
doing that.
Oh, it is. Brian just replied, question mark.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Don't spin that way, you fucking tard.
Finding some room at the 25. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Are we going to see a repeat? The last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside kick. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. The ones that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness.
I hope we bully Brian back on. That'd be hilarious. It's like we bullied a studio to change Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh. I forgot about that.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know,
They were
so much emotion.
in the movie industry knows that mistake with Lilo and Stitch. The Stitch actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I was worried. I was very worried.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the first picture, I'm like, thank God.
Because there was those like concept arts that people were having out, like I think AI generated, they were like hideous. I'm like, no. Look, one of them looked like the fucking Gremlins from.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, no.
Gets made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Look, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration.
Because besides the like Lion King and Aladdin, like Lilo Stitch is probably one of my favorite characters in Disney.
The game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that
God.
have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Back, they're going to throw for the first down.
What the?
God.
Foul.
Fourth down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Punt lands at the 6.
That's so funny. I keep staring at the picture.
Begin the drive here, set up at the 30. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time.
I know Brian knows that we're talking to us now because he just sent me something on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, really the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands,
What's the matter?
it was right in his face.
And some big plays through the air have been a big part of the story so far. These receivers have shown up today. As we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start.
So Brian's not getting back on now?
I think it's safe to say he's not.
And here's the handoff.
Right, that's how you roll up your pee when you yell pussy.
I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space.
God damn.
Have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. That's an RPO caught on the left side.
Georgia Tech is significantly worse than Miami.
I thought the defense did a
I
pretty
sure
good
hope.
job here on this 4th down, but how about was an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Bringing pressure. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tackle made after a
Oh, my allergies. Did I take my pills?
Chris, a great ability by this
Yeah,
quarterback to get outside.
Dude, allergies fucking suck right now.
Right where it needs to be for the first
Holy shit, the tree pollen is going crazy.
enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, it is. And it's pissing me off.
Stop, but not before a solid
I've been
gain that
fighting it
time.
ever since Friday after I got off work, and I hate it.
You can either keep giving it to the
Honestly, spring, gonna be honest, not my least favorite season, but it's contender.
Yeah.
expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska.
I don't like winter because I just fucking hate cold weather, but spring is pushing for that #1 spot.
See, I used to love the cold weather, and then all of a sudden, I'm tired of being cold. Like, I used to sleep just in my boxers, and now I sleep in sweatpants, a shirt with socks on, because I'm tired of being cold.
Sprinkle this kind of offense in. It stretches this defense out wide.
And a lot of nights I sleep with 2 blankies.
God damn it.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
So after I beat Ohio State, I went back up to #2.
The offense starts with a short
If I
field.
beat Nebraska, I should be back up to #1. And then I'm going to face Nebraska again, because it'll be their first loss
Also,
in conference.
Okay, you'll be playing in the championship.
Most definitely, because they're undefeated. I'm undefeated.
Just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense
Honestly, I could lose this game. Oh no, I want to win this game, then lose the next game. So that's why I don't have to have a bye week in week 1.
You expect this is 4 down
I need to win this game.
Pull the OSU playbook.
Does Brian think he cooked with that roast of me?
Where? Where did he roast you at?
Well, Amber said it in the men's chat. It was a weird sentence.
That was weird. Why my guy just stop his route?
receiver and he picks up the first down. You know, there's so much attention on the outside wide receiver.
I can tell you for a fact, Fred didn't look like that. He was screaming obscenities. He wasn't yelling, motherfucker. He wasn't yelling, bitch.
I'm playing North Texas, who's 7-3. But if I lose to them, we'd have the same record, and they would be above me in the standings. Then I need to beat Florida Atlantic.
All kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try.
I think my most likely opponent in the ACC championship game is Boston College.
What?
Yeah.
First down football coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Like, I know Louisville is not like a bad school, like in general. They're decent.
They've been in the ACC championship several times in the last, 10 years. Like, they're pretty good ACC school.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, they're not like
Boston
dominant.
College.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete.
What's that mean? Like, they're good. That's what I'm saying. They're good, but they're not dominant good.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Yeah.
Louisville, that is, for sure.
First down. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big
Because right now, I think it's Miami Hurricanes and Clemson. They're the dominant.
Yeah. I think I would be shocked if there was another team besides those two that made the ACC championship game this year.
That is a tough thing to do.
Well, I mean, SMU, if they play, like,
And the Golden Gophers with
SMU could. I know they lost their running back to the draft this past year. I think their quarterback's still there. I don't know what all they've got coming back, and I mean, SMU seems to recruit fairly well too because they've got money.
yeah, I was gonna say, I thought they had a decent receiver last year too.
They shouldn't have money, though. They're a Methodist church.
to the wideout. Looks downfield and
They're
Yeah,
not
but they're a
profit.
school in Texas. It's
I
a
know.
private school in Texas.
Yeah, I know.
but it sets up a 1st and goal for
Pretty much every school in Texas has money to spend on their players.
Yeah.
All those oil barons down there. Hell, one of Texas Tech's biggest boosters just sold his oil company for like several $billion.
Oh.
Yeah, Texas Tech has been throwing around money in the transfer portal the last 2 years like it's nothing.
Fred, talking about money and stuff. So, quote of the day today was, Amazon makes no sense because all they want is dollar bills.
What?
I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm like, hold up. How does that make sense? And they're like, no, Amazon doesn't make sense. They make dollars. I'm like, I mean, that's not wrong. But I'm like, I mean, yeah.
My receiver had 5 catches for 284 for 3 touchdowns.
If you would have just showed me how they run their places, you'd have fooled me into thinking that they didn't make any money.
Yeah, that's the truth.
It's amazing how, if you get enough stupid people together, you can become a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
He's moving out of the pocket. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first.
Did you win, Austin?
Yeah, I won 38-31.
Right now. Quarterback takes off now looking to scramble.
And my defense doesn't want to stop the passing game.
And nothing is more aggravating for a
Yep, he threw for 323 yards and 4 touchdowns, one interception. They got that for me at least.
Take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it.
Speaking of, Alex, you remember that summer school series that I showed you on Cover 3 for Ohio State? They uploaded their Minnesota episode yesterday or 2 days ago. And they did, I think they uploaded Texas today.
Nice. Hopefully they talk about
By the way,
pumping the brakes on Arch Manning.
I actually listened to the episode, and the more I thought about it, I think my official national championship prediction for this coming season is going to be Texas versus Notre Dame. I'm not even saying that because I'm high on Arch Manning. I think Texas's defense this year is going to be fucking nasty.
Who's Notre Dame's quarterback? Because didn't he leave?
Yeah.
They had one leave in the portal, and he went to Syracuse. But CJ Carr is there, and then there's one more guy that I think they were fighting for the starting job, and from what I heard, it sounds like it's most likely going to be CJ Carr. Texas, by the way, they have an edge rusher who was one of the best true freshmen on defense last year. Freak of nature edge rusher, Colin Simmons.
That's not counting the fucking guy from South Carolina.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Dylan Stewart.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't he a true
remember the name
freshman?
Colin Simmons too. They have a linebacker, Anthony Hill Jr. You guys know how I always say that, like, I absolutely despise slow linebackers.
Yeah.
If I could build a linebacker in a lab of what I wanted him to be like just from an athletic perspective, I think Anthony Hill Jr. might be that guy. He's a freak athlete. And then their secondary, there's a couple of guys in their secondary that I've seen mocked in the first round of the draft and way too early mock drafts. So
I know there was a
I
defensive
think their
back that they
defense is going
had.
to be nasty.
Is he still there from last year? One of their defensive backs? That was
Why would you run straight into the?
I know one of them got drafted.
They have Malik Muhammad. They had a corner and a safety get drafted.
Which the one that was like he won the defensive back award, didn't he?
So Jahdae Barron?
Is he the one that got drafted? Is he the cornerback?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Good execution on the option. And the Golden Gophers will line up on 1st and 10. to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Goes to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Yeah, I like this call.
Which, by the way, if my national championship prediction actually does come true, that means that there would be the third consecutive year that an SEC team does not play in the national championship. Oh wait, no, Texas is in the SEC.
Yep. I was like,
hold on.
Hey Fred.
Yeah.
Conference realignment really screwed you on that one.
Yeah.
Did Michigan beat the year they won?
Washington.
Okay.
I saw an argument that someone was saying they were talking about like that win that year they won. Well, they're like, oh, Michigan played one of the toughest team, the number one team in the country or number 2 team in the country, and Washington like a powerhouse. I'm like, they weren't that great. Like,
they had a good offense.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, Penix was missing throws he should have been made.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Michigan cheated that year.
Yeah.
Someone even said that. Like, a lot of people are roasted. Because, like, people are, like, Michigan fans are still salty that we won. Like, oh, we didn't, at least you didn't win you didn't win your Big Ten championship and go undefeated. And he goes, we also didn't cheat.
You know what is the funniest argument that I have heard from a Michigan fan about why our national championship shouldn't count?
They're calling ours the Mickey Mouse.
They were saying that ours shouldn't count because in order to be the national champion, you have to beat the previous year's national champion.
Okay.
Well, in that case, Michigan doesn't get one then.
Exactly. They didn't beat Georgia that year.
No, he didn't make it. Well, let's be honest. All wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
All right. Well, I guess we're waiting on Brian.
I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Brian plays Kansas this week.
I hope he loses because he got off early. Alright. I don't know how Auburn's still the number 1 team, but okay.
Only one more game left of the regular season.
You sure? Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, I got an away game. That's why. Michigan State.
I play Kentucky.
I play a team that I need to win to make it my conference championship.
So at the time, I beat a high-ranked North Carolina. Stanford recovered back to number 5. Michigan was ranked. Oklahoma was ranked. Ohio State was ranked. Nebraska's ranked. I have a tough schedule this year. Plays a tough schedule, potentially goes undefeated. Plays a much weaker schedule last year, loses 2 fucking shit games.
If there's potential, I actually, weirdly enough, might have a shot to make the playoffs, maybe.
I like how the Johnny United's Golden Arm Award is between two quarterbacks with the first name of Eric spelled different ways. Yeah. Erick from Maryland, Eric Murphy, and then my Eric Beavers, Eric.
Okay. I really don't want to face North Carolina in the ACC championship, so I need Boston College to win out. They play
Red.
Syracuse to end the year.
Louisiana Raging Cajuns has a quarterback named Jamie Dragusevich.
Huh?
Dragusevich. He's straight out of the gulag in fucking Russia. It's Draguicevich. Dragusevich.
Not the type of last name I think of when I think of a Louisiana native, but
I just want to know how they can. I've never seen that name in this game, and it just generated that. Like, that's a name in the game. How did that even happen? How?
that's a randomly generated last name in this game, but Austin can't even get his last name in MLB The Show.
I
I
can't
could
get mine either.
I could have, what, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, yeah, I know it. Never mind.
So it's not. My name's not in MLB The Show, but it's in NHL, which cool.
I mean, I guess that makes sense because Russian last names, I think, are a lot more common in hockey than they are in baseball. But
Yeah.
to be fair, my actual last name is never in any game, unless I just have them say Bauer,
Yeah.
which might be the correct pronunciation of my last name anyway. So sometimes I tell people it's Bauer. Sometimes I say Booker.
Booker.
Like to mix it up. Keep them
Keep
on
their
their toes.
That's awesome.
I think I told the guy at Brian's wedding to pronounce it Bauer.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Just so you wouldn't mess it up.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting off.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind you.
Night, fellas.
Night. Alright, I'll see you later.